up, YouTube? It's your boy, King Tyson. I'm back before we get to it. If you like, comment, subscribe, as you always. Watch the full video.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on a tragedy coming straight out of Queens, New York. Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Sanjay Samuels, a 13-year-old freshman, was on his way to school, walking through Cambria Heights in Queens, New York. It was 8:30 in the morning when he got shot in the fucking head.
A 13-year-old boy shot in the head on his way to school in Queens has died.
I just heard pop, and then I just saw the kids running down the block, and then I knew something was going on, but usually they're fighting, but then when I saw the kid laying down, I said, nah, that don't look right. And then I saw the ambulance come, and then they picked him up, and he didn't look too good, so.
13, dog. Man, condolences to him and his family, man. That's sad as hell. It's sad at any age, but especially when you're 13. What the title is 13 on the way by a 6-year-old. Bro. YNs, dog. They don't understand the consequences of what they're doing. Or if they do, they just don't care.
But they fight every day. Every day they out here. You know, you got the little gang members and the little kids fighting.
Left brain dead in the parking lot of a Dunkin' Donuts near the intersection of Linden and Springfield Boulevard, teens would scatter as the single gunshot was followed by screams and sirens. Sanjay would be rushed to a children's hospital, alive but unresponsive. And if a 13-year-old getting head tapped on his way to school wasn't enough, wait until you hear who did it and how it was done. The NYPD would release a still image of the suspect seen wearing a backpack and holding a pistol with the hammer cocked back. The shooter would be identified by his high school principal as 16-year-old Jason Sykes. Investigators would learn Sykes went by the nickname Flex. On that Monday, Flex rode up on a Razor scooter, confronting a group of teens. Witnesses described yelling back and forth, then the teens appearing to disperse when Flex pulled his gun. Getting back on the scooter, the teens thought Flex was just flexing and wasn't gonna shoot, so they started yelling at him again, essentially provoking him. Flex.
That still don't give him the right to do it, but yeah, for sure, if he already brandished a pistol, showed you the pistol, pulled it out, said something, whatever, bro, like, let him leave. Let him leave.
Flex would walk back up, and that's when him and Sanjay exchanged blows, fighting in the parking lot. The fight would turn to a brawl, and Flex would fire into Sanjay's head, sending everyone running. It's unclear if Flex scooted away from the scene, but at one point a witness would try to stop him, pleading with him to surrender and hand over the gun. Flex refused and then went as far as asking the witness for a ride away from the area. The witness obviously refused, but would ask Flex for his sweatshirt. And in that moment, Flex probably thought dude was trying to help him change his appearance to get away. But in reality,
he's trying to get your DNA, dum-dum.
The quick-thinking witness wanted a key piece of evidence. The witness would turn over the hoodie to police and identify Flex by photo, making this a done case.
Stupid, bro. Stupid. Mind you, sadly, depending on where this, it says New York. Oh yeah, they gun laws are strict as hell. So you might be done.
The hoodie has his DNA on it that he was seen wearing while holding a pistol before blowing brains. And that hoodie was turned over by a witness who identified him as the shooter. The NYPD had plenty probable cause, but one probable problem. Flex got away. The Regional Fugitive Task Force would begin working with the family to arrange his surrender, and Sanjay would be declared brain dead. 2 days later, his family pulling the plug. A sad day in Queens, New York, as Sanjay's pictures could be seen all over the news and social media. But NYPD would claim he wasn't the 13-year-old his family was portraying him to be. Sanjay's father would claim his son wasn't involved in gang activities, stating every time he called him when he should be home from school, he was home, and that he had a tracking device in his phone so he could track him. But the NYPD would disagree.
That don't always mean anything, bro. Look, he might be at home, but he's still talking his ish on the ground, on Twitter. When he be at school, he's hanging with the homies. That'd be sad, though. That'd be sad when parents come out and like, hey, my son or my daughter wouldn't do nothing. They never done nothing. Nobody. No, your son, your daughter is out here being reckless as hell.
Sanjay went by the name J2 Guns on Instagram, and while he had no criminal history, he would post quite frequently about SMM, otherwise known as sex money murder. Sanjay's mother would take a different approach, not denying her son's gang activity. She would blame the horrifying shooting on his cell phone and social media, on which he would post things to quote-unquote look grown. She'd continue on claiming the phone is the devil. These kids talk too much on social media. They live on their phone, on social media to hype themselves up, to look grown, to look big and bad. Sanjay's friends would tell police that Flex was a known troublemaker in the area, but video...
You got a point, though. Do got a point, because again, most times it's people seeing things on the internet and think, oh, this is the tight part. Like, they'll see gangbangers and then see, all right, you see them, you see the money, you see the jury, you see the girls, you see the parties. You don't see the funerals. You don't see the DPs. You don't see the backstabbing, the snake biting. You don't see that, though.
From the confrontation at Dunkin' Donuts would reveal they were taunting each other, and a male can be heard saying, "Flex is gonna die. Flex is gonna die." Flex was known to police, having been arrested at just 14 for robbery and 13 for gang assault. On Friday, September 26th, 16-year-old Jason Sykes, aka Flex, turned himself into police. And today, the day this video drops, he will face the courts and face charges of murder and criminal possession of a weapon. While his age will legally spare him from a life sentence, his actions may end with decades in prison. See, Sanjay wanted to claim sex money murder, and very recently, former SMM member Hocus 4/5 publicly folded his flag, denouncing his affiliation and encouraging others to do the same.
I first became blood in the year 2000. I was 17 years old. And although, I haven't been actively gangbanging, I would say within the last 15 years, I still promoted it in my music. I still would throw up gang signs, even though I'm not, committing crimes or gangbanging. I guess it was still assumed that I was still an active gang member. I come to a pivotal point in my life where I see what's wrong and I want to fix it. And the gang culture right now, we all are watching our young men and women be destroyed. So with that being said, I want to denounce all gangs. I want to denounce any and every gang affiliation of mine, particularly the sex money murder gang that I once.
The only thing about this, though, like, this is good. This is a good thing to do. But if he's done any damage, the people who you done damage to are not accepting this. At least most of them are not accepting this. So, again, not to knock the message, because this is a good message. This is a good thing to do. Again, gangs, in my opinion, was the dumbest thing black people ever did. Because, like, we just went through our great ancestors, went through all that slavery, all that fighting, all that sacrificing. For what?
Represented in a culture that I push forward. So ever since I publicly renounced the gang, a lot of brothers been hitting me up like, yo, Hocus, I support what you're doing. I love it. Congratulations. I want to do the same. I just don't know how. Well, here's how. I'm going to tell you how. We're going to do it together. I'm starting to drop my flag challenge. We all watch every single day. Every single day we watch it play out. This never-ending cycle of Ricos, conspiracy, murder, gotta stop. It start with us. This is the time. This is the era to do it now.
And this is
You speaking facts though, bro. If gangs was to stop, nigga, one, it'd be a lot. The word be a lot. At least for the most part, it'd be a lot. But it'd be a lot more. I can't even say. Damn, it'll be a lot more fun because now people can go wherever. You can wear whatever. You can date whoever. Like that's, bro. That'd be a tight feeling, bro. That'd be a tight for it to just know it. Like, hey, even when you're not affiliate, you still gotta be cautious. You have to watch out for niggas who think that you look like somebody. You wearing a certain color, you wearing a certain hat, or just jealousy and envy. Like,
the exact reason why. Because 13-year-olds are losing their lives to 16-year-olds who are throwing away their lives. All under the structure of SWM's founder, Pistol Pete, who is serving a life sentence plus 105 years in ADX, the dungeon of the federal prison system. Now, I want to make it clear the way that I say things, the way that I title my videos, it isn't meant to be disrespectful, but I understand the power of shock value. And the fact that I can reach the youth that I want to reach with these videos and messages by giving them something that's going to quickly get their attention. Now, you can take this argument in multiple directions. The father saying, when I call him to see if he's home, he's home. Well, why aren't you home? Why aren't you there to see what he's doing? Why aren't you looking on his social media to see the proof that he is, involved in gang activities?
he probably got a fake account or a spare account. He probably got an Instagram that his dad sees. That's just his name, his profile. That's it. Then the other one, the spam account, that's what he's on.
The mom, she knew he was on it, but instead of blaming herself and the father, holding themselves accountable, blaming the son for entertaining the gang shit, she decided to blame the phone. Something that can't be held accountable. I don't agree with that. Because as a parent, you should have the power to take away the phone. Take away the social media. You can't control what he does when he leaves the house, but if he's doing things in the house to portray to be something that he's not outside of the house, you can attack that. You have to attack that. You can't play dumb and play victim when your kid is pretending to gangbang. I don't believe that he was out there doing crazy shit. He was 13 with no criminal history, but he was portraying to be something badder than he was. And this is what happens. A 16-year-old who thinks the 13-year-old is badder than he is pulls up on a fucking scooter with a gun. And when the fight pops off, he pops off and hits him in the head. Now, like I said, because of his age, the 16-year-old will legally get spared from a life sentence, but in New York, you can still get hit with 45, 55, 75 years. You just can't have the word life. And truth be told, this is the whole reason.
As I said, in New York, they gun laws a lot more strict than like a lot of places.
Reason that people are saying, yo, leave the gang shit alone. Fold that flag up. I mean, we're gonna call it what it is. This is New York. Everybody's in the gang, right? Like literally everybody. Almost everybody's blood, regardless of whatever set it is. This is how New York is. Wherever part of New York you're from is gonna be covered in gang shit. You know what I mean? So it's not uncommon for everybody to claim they're a part of something, but that doesn't mean they're like that. You just got a lot of young kids coming from fucked up situations trying to have a sense of belonging or to look cool. But this is the reason why older motherfuckers are telling you get away from that shit. And the thing is, the founder of SWM is highly respected and known for being a serial killer. And he's never coming home. He's in ADX, the most locked down fucking dungeon you can be in. There's nothing after that but hell. If you're in ADX, there is nothing after that but hell. And you have to understand, when you sign up for these gangs, you're not expected to become a multi-millionaire. You're not expected to become some rich rapper or this and that. No.
Nothing, bro. Like, to be a successful banger, you have to go to jail, get shot, shoot, and die. That's it. That determines how great of a thug you were. You got shot, you shot somebody, you went to jail, and you died. Other than that, they gonna like, nah, he weak. He turned down. He or she turned down. Cause you ain't been shot. You ain't died yet. You haven't went and done 17 to 20 years yet. You're turned down.
Cause that's not what the gang is teaching you. Sex, money, murder. The gang isn't teaching you how to become fucking successful when the gang's leader, the very founder, is serving life plus 105 years. Rest in peace to the victim in this case, and I mean, I even feel bad for the shooter in this case. 16 years old, just threw his whole fucking life away, and I guarantee he's only gonna get worse being inside of prison. But hey, it's 1090 Jake.
Yeah, because now he gotta adapt to being turned up all day because you gotta watch your back. And then the crazy part is, like, you do all this against, your op, whatever, and then when you go to jail, you gotta be cool with them. Because it's not about the gang 100% no more. It's about the race now.